Hey y'all. So let's go back into Ephesians 4 and where John is telling us to clear the way, to make straight and smooth in the desert a highway for our God. Clear away the obstacles. And it is a submission of flesh. And in Ephesians, Paul was writing to the church at Ephesus. It's a very large church, and Ephesus was a center of, it was just a center of life, a hub of all things, a melting pot also. And so there are a lot of different cultures coming in, a lot of false religions, a lot of Greek mythology and well, those types of things were going on, and people lived that kind of life. And so when the gospel of Jesus came, a lot of people were, professing to believe in Jesus, but still living the kind of lifestyle that went with all of the other religions, all of the other things. And so Paul is very clear in Ephesians that these are the things you need to get out of your life. These are the things you don't do. Walk this way to be worthy of the call of Christ on your life. And Ephesians 4 is really where he puts it in pure black and white. He says in 4:17, so this I say and solemnly testify in the name of the Lord as in his presence, that you must no longer live as the heathen or the Gentiles do in their perverseness, in their folly, vanity, and emptiness of their souls, and the futility of their mind. Their moral understanding is darkened, and their reasoning is beclouded. They are alienated, estranged, self-banished from the life of God with no share in it. This is because of the ignorance, the want of knowledge and perception, and the willful blindness that is deep-seated in them, due to their hardness of heart, to the insensitiveness of their moral nature, not even realizing that what they're doing is disgusting before the Father. So he said, in their spiritual apathy, they have become callous and past feeling, reckless, and have abandoned themselves as prey to unbridled sensuality, eager and greedy to indulge in every form of impurity that their depraved desires may suggest and demand. But you did not so learn Christ. Assuming that you have really heard him and been taught by him, as all truth is in Jesus, strip yourselves of your former nature. Put off and discard your old unrenewed self, which characterized your previous manner of life and becomes corrupt through lust and desires that spring from delusion. And be constantly renewed in the spirit of your mind, having a fresh mental and spiritual attitude. And put on the new nature. He says, rejecting all falsity. Leave no such room or foothold for the devil. Let the thief steal no more. Let no foul or polluting language nor evil word come out of your mouth. Let all bitterness and indignation and wrath. This one is really in depth. Let all bitterness and indignation and wrath, passion, rage, bad temper, resentment, anger, animosity, quarreling, brawling, clamor, contention, and slander, evil speaking, abusive or blasphemous language be banished from you with all malice, spite, ill will, or baseness of any kind. Any of those things that we still deal with, when our human nature, that flesh just takes over for a moment, these are the things, obstacles, that we need to clear out of the way. Let there be no room for these things in our lives. Clearing away obstacles, making straight and smooth in the desert a highway for our God to come in and to move and to do in our lives what only he can do. And we're we're all looking for. It's time for miracles, right? It's time to see God move in an outpouring and a revival. And the only way we're going to see that is if the door is open where He can come in. We've got to get ready for the Lord to move. And we'll pick up here tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye, y'all.